More money, more problems?
Yeah, you're paying taxes. You need different things. You got to understand what you're doing. And, let's be honest. When I was the same age, I don't know what I would have did making the type of money that some of these guys are making. Only thing I wanted to do was play basketball. So, there's a lot more to it than just getting money. And, I feel like we got to do a better job of being able to educate the student athlete on these things.
Given that you played for so long in the league, do you make that a central part of your recruiting pitch at Georgia Tech to the next generation of players, or do you have to talk about sort of that broader picture?
I try to talk about the broader picture. If we're talking about the money, if the money is driving the relationship, it's probably not going to work anyway, so I'm good. I'm going to look the other way. Let's make sure everything else works, and then we always going to talk about the money because it's a part of it. And the biggest thing I try to do in recruiting student athletes and their families and the people around them is, what we have to do in 2025 is we got to start being comfortable having uncomfortable conversations when you're talking about the things that we need to talk about. So that's where we're at, but I still love it.
Does it still matter? Like, there was a brand at Georgia Tech for a long time. Hey, man, we're like point guard you. Are these guys just too young to appreciate that kind of legacy, or does it still matter?
Well, I think that it's funny you say that. Kenny came to campus a couple weeks ago. And I just think that in today's age, you got to educate guys. When you walk into our building, you see big pictures: Kenny Anderson, Stephon Marbury, Mark Price. These are guys that, as point guards, man, they were creme de la creme. And at that time, actually, a lot of it was who has the better point guard. Arizona. Yeah. Well, I went to school at or Georgia Tech, so. No, it still holds prevalence, and the biggest thing is the key is just, I give them that awareness because I'm never gonna let that die.